Welcome back. This is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on SABC3. Sitting beside me, a very inspirational young lady who was scouted by a modelling agency while shopping in London, and she started her modelling career at the tender age of 13. Now, since then, she's graced many runways in Europe and in various fashion weeks worldwide as well. And she now resides in the mother city and is aiding South Africa in becoming a modelling and fashion powerhouse. I'm talking about Adeola Ariyo. So good to have you here.
Hi,
and
thank you
look
for having me.
Wonderful. You look lovely.
Thank
now,
you.
tell me about that, being scouted at a young age, right? And you decided to then take on this modelling career.
Yes.
How did that kind of happen for you, especially having, you know, parents that were actually willing to let you do this at the age of, how old were you then?
13.
13, yes, like I said.
Like, it was I was so confused. I know, don't...
This is, no. Have a look at this moment quickly, right?
That was my first shoot ever. I had no idea what to do. I was just like, okay, they said, do this, and I'm like, okay, fine. What am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do after? And like, I just grew from that. And it was, because it was not something that I had planned to do. I had to learn as I went ahead along with it.
Yeah.
And I got like the most amazing support from my family, especially my dad, because African men or fathers, they tend to push their child to be doctors and lawyers, and it's all about education, and he let me be.
Wow.
Which was amazing, because I was like, oh, okay, you know what, actually, let me see if I can do this. And how old am I now? 16 years later.
Wow, and looking at this picture of you and your dad, I mean, after all
this
of the success,
was so
this
amazing.
is amazing.
This was during the World Cup in South Africa, and we were at Melrose Arch in Johannesburg.
Yes.
And I didn't know it was there. And we drove past, and like, wait a minute, is that not you? And goes to the cab guy, stop the car, stop the car. I have to take a picture of my daughter, that's my daughter. And
wow.
It was nice for him to see what I've been doing, you know. It's because I've been away from home for 10 years now, and
wow.
I've been here by myself.
Yes.
He's only been here twice, so
yes.
for him to see my work and to see what I actually get up to was quite amazing.
I want to touch a little bit on your own heritage. You grew up in Nigeria
Yes.
to a Ghanaian mother and a Nigerian father.
Yes.
Right, and you know, with reference to what's happening right now, we've got these xenophobic attacks happening all around the country. What is your standpoint, and perhaps maybe even a message that you'd like to put out there?
You know, the way I see it, like, Africans, we're all one. You know, like, the continent has become so diverse now. You have Africans that are mixed Chinese with Russian. I met a model the other day. She was Russian, Swedish, and Ghanaian.
Wow.
So, like, things like that, when I see things like that, and then when I see the people that I live with and the people I see on a day-to-day basis, I believe that we're supposed to be there for each other no matter what.
Indeed.
You know, and to see all these attacks going on now, it's really scary, because it's like, you know, if people are able to do something like what they're doing now and are able to voice it out, that, you know what, this is what I intend to do to this person because he's not from here. It's quite scary.
Yeah.
And, you know, at the end of the day, like, every country has had their issues, one or the other. Nigeria's had civil wars, like apartheid in South Africa, you know, and like Africa came together and was there, you know? And it's only fair that we just look after each other.
We are all an
African
one. Family.
You know what I mean?
And we're looking at some pictures of your family here.
Yes.
Beautiful
My
pictures
grandmother.
of you and your grandma and your mom there. How's your family reacted to the massive success that you've had?
They've been extremely supportive, extremely, from day one. Like, I didn't think they would allow me to be in this country for so long, because I was
10
only
years, right?
I was only meant to be here for 6 months.
And then what happened?
Work happened. And I was like, you know what, Daddy, I'm just going to stay because I like it here. And I stayed, he let me. And the only one thing he said to me was like, you can stay as long as you get your degree while you're doing it.
And so you did, right?
And so I did.
It took you 5 years.
It took me 5 years, but I got it. I have it. It's in my back pocket. It's going nowhere.
Fantastic.
So, yes.
What has been one of your, I guess, biggest highlights in your career in terms of your achievement?
Being the brand ambassador for Elizabeth Arden.
Really?
That's something that I never saw coming. I'm like the biggest tomboy ever. It's not something that it's a girl's dream to be the face of a beauty brand. And when that happened for me, I was like, wow, okay.
Okay, all right.
I can do this.
Are you still planning on some big achievements ahead? Maybe Victoria's Secret model?
You never know.
Yeah?
You never, ever know. Just like Elizabeth Arden, I didn't know. And, you know, you never know. You just have to be in the right place at the right time.
Oh, excellent stuff. I think that you are definitely a worthy ambassador for not just young women, but for young Africans out there. So thank you very much for spending the time with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Excellent stuff. Well, here's to hoping that that inspires you quite a lot. And I think young people that are going to be inspiring lots of young South Africans out there are, of course, the finalists of Presenter Search on 3. But speaking of which, let's find out exactly what we can expect in tonight's episode.